Hi everyone, welcome to my first ever video on my channel, GrowK. Today I'm going to be doing my top favourites of 2024 so far. It's not really 2024 though, because I've had some of these for 3 or 4 years, but we're just going to move on from that. I think I'm gonna go in with the ones I have in front of me. Yeah, we're going with this guy. So this is my Maranta, or some otherwise known as prayer plant. Wait, how the hell do I say that? Leuconeura. And it just burst with growth last year. Short story, this plant, it started off as like, you know, like a 10-pound plant from a garden centre, and it completely died on me. Like, I cut it right back to the stems and then it started growing again, and it's just suddenly like whew, exploded into this beautiful plant. So yeah, and it's got them beautiful, don't know if you can see that, but like red backs to the leaves, and it's just got so much new growth coming. So yeah, I'm not really one to plant in terracotta usually, so I find it either dries up your plants way too fast, or, well, yeah, that's it really. But this one I put it in terracotta about 2 years ago. And ever since then, it's just loved it. So I don't know if that's just a me thing or whether terracotta is a good deal for this plant. But yeah, it's been a good one. So I usually keep this in my kitchen as well, which has quite high humidity and a lot of light, 'cause it's like almost south facing. So I think that's really helped it. I think these are like love the high humidity plant. Yeah. Okay, right. On to number 2, and that is, oh my god, this girl. This right here. I don't know if you can see how big that is. It's huge. This is my Alocasia dragon's breath. I can't remember the like botanical name for it, but I'll leave it down below on the screen. But oh my god, honestly, if you want an easy Alocasia, this is your gal. I haven't really done anything to this, but I repot it when I got it, and it's just exploded as well. Like this, I think it was this one and this one. Yeah, those were the leaves that it came to me with, and since then it's put out like this absolute monster. Like, what? And them lobes, oh my god. They are honestly my favourite thing about this plant. And it's just got that beautiful like silvery hue. And yeah, it's great. It's so easy to look after. I just keep the soil like slightly moist and then water it once it gets dry again. But it's honestly in need of a repot desperately. So I'll probably be doing a video on that soon. And maybe taking some corms out already, and even though it's already got like a little baby corm growing in there. But yeah. Number 2 of my favourite of 2024. So hopefully she'll continue to grow well for me. And yeah, it's an Alocasia even I can't kill, so that's a good start. I'm not very good with Alocasia. Oh yeah, I forgot to say as well, I got that plant during, when did I get that? Yeah, I got the Alocasia dragon breath in October, I think it was 2023, or maybe it was mid-year last year. So technically it's not a new plant, but it is a favourite plant this year. So, okay. Number 3, my third favourite plant this year has got to be one of my Anthurium I bought last year as well. But look at that leaf. This is an Anthurium crystallinum mixed with Bessiae or Bessiae AF or AFF. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I think some plant sellers call this the crystal sky. So yeah, it started off as a seedling that I bought on Facebook, so I was a bit dubious about what it actually was, but it was one of my first 3 Anthurium I bought, and honestly it just made me fall in love with them because, yeah, this leaf. I'll give you a closer look at that baby. And yeah, so it's put out since I got it last year, the middle of last year, I think, towards maybe like autumn last year, and it had 3 like juvenile leaves, and it put out, this was the first leaf of this year, and then it started to grow this huge leaf that I think it's almost finished basically expanding now. And yeah, it's just continuously not been a problem, been easy to care for, and I just have it potted in some leucosia pond that has worked quite well, so I'll probably keep doing that. And I don't know if you can see in there, but there is also like there's, oh, I gotta be careful, there's a secondary plant growing in there. So I might actually end up getting 2 plants growing in here, which will just be like great because I'm losing a lot of the older leaves. So to have 2 plants to fill it out will be the best. So yeah, as I said, I'm kind of new to Anthurium, but as a beginner one, I feel like this is a really good one to start with. I got it in a set of 3. One was I got a Luxurian cross, and I also got a Papillimanum mixed with a hybrid, but I'm not sure what the hybrid was, but you might see them later on, so keep your eyes peeled. Alright, let's go on to number 4. Number, I think we're on 4 now, is, oh my god, I'm scared, my Philodendron Serpens, which is my favourite plant, I think, like ever. Has these beautiful dark green leaves and red backs, and also the stems have this amazing fuzzy petiole, and it's just so elegant. I think it's like one of my most elegant plants as well. But yeah, I got this one in 2023, later in the year, at an Equigenera pop-up. They sometimes host pop-ups like in my town, so I'm really lucky there, and I saw it and I just had to get it. It did originally have, I think it was, this is one of the original leaves, but it also had 2 more. One of them died off because it was the oldest leaf and the stem actually broke, so I tried to propagate the stem but it just rotted on me, which made me so sad. So this is all I have left, and I'm praying to God that it doesn't die. Or just praying to anyone, really, praying to anyone that it doesn't die on me. So yeah, that's that. And I have it on one of my homemade moss poles, which is actually some really nice moss in here from I think it's from, God, I can't remember. I think it's from Grow Tropicals. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, I've put it on this moss pole and I've got a stake to support it. And I'm hoping it's rooted in here. I think I did see a root the other day. Yes. Oh my gosh. Don't know if you can see this, but just here, there is a root in there. So yeah, I'm hoping this is gonna size up and just, I want a really big lush Philodendron Serpens because that's the dream. Okay. Alright, the last but not least on my list. Arnie. Oh my god, this beast. Come here, don't you sniff that. Come here. Right, I'm gonna have to stop. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go feed my cat. But on to the last. I already said the Serpens is my favourite, but this is probably my second favourite Philodendron that I have. So I put a lot of care into this one. So, you get it. This one is a bit of a weird story. So, I got this really full, beautiful, like, there's probably like 3-4 plants in there. And I got it on Etsy, but the whole plant just got infested with spider mites, so I had to chop it up. All the leaves were just, they were bad. There's just like crawling in them because it was in a place I don't really check that often. So I had to chop it all up, propagate the cuttings. Actually, I have some of the cuttings over here. I'll show you. 2 secs. Yeah, so these are just from wet sticks, so that's why the leaves probably aren't that big. But so that was one of the wet stick cuttings, and it's already got a little baby leaf here, and I've got another one right here, and it's put out one leaf, and then I've got another one coming along there. So that's the babies. And here's the mama. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can show this. Like, what? So yeah. She is growing. So I have this one big vine growing on there. And I also potted one of these little baby plants up into the same pot recently. So I should have 2 plants growing on this now. But yeah, honestly, to grow this from a wet stick is like, it's like my biggest achievement ever, I think, with my plants. So yeah. This is the biggest leaf that it's put out for me. This guy here. And I just have it in an aeroid mix on this huge moss pole that it's like my DIY moss pole, so it's just some like plastic sheets with a plastic mesh on the front, but it works quite well. But I'll need to extend it maybe once more because I don't think I have room for it, and then I might chop it and do a chop and extend on it, which I've never done before, so I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I think it'll be fine. So yeah, Philodendron verrucosum. What else was I going to say? As for the difficulty of this plant, I would say it's quite needy. The root system itself isn't, I think their roots are quite thin, so it's quite hard to like keep an eye on how much moisture's in the soil compared to the pole, because I find the pole needs quite a lot of water regularly. So I think it's rooted into there now. I actually don't know. Let me have a look. There's a lot of algae, so I can't really see much. But oh no, yeah. Yeah, there are definitely some roots in there. And I find it roots more into the pole than it actually does the pot. So I just have to keep on top of watering the pole and making sure that it drains correctly and that it doesn't sit in the water and that the soil doesn't get too waterlogged. But because it's a huge, massive pole, it can be quite a job to, you know, water it all the way through, but not too much. So yeah, you got to do that every, I'd say, well, I'm lazy with my pole watering, so every 3 to 4 days I probably do it, if not once a week, which is probably not the best. But these poles are closed back poles. Sorry, it's my cat. These poles are closed back poles, so yeah, you don't really, a lot of moisture doesn't escape, so they're actually better for a longer time, I find. And this room that it's in as well, it's in my lounge, and doesn't get a lot of light or a lot of heat, so I supplement the light with grow lights and it seems to do fine. Just gotta be careful on the watering though, don't overwater it, because that is probably what I'd do. So yeah, thank you all for watching my first video. I hope you liked it, and I hope I didn't drone on too much about my favourite plants. I just wanted to give you a little taster into my collection. I'm not like a crazy collector, and I don't have anything super rare or super uncommon like some people do, but I have a lot of plants, so I thought it'd be nice to share with you all, and you know, just join this great community that's out there for houseplants. And yeah, I've got lots planned for the future. I've got indoor gardening, outdoor gardening. I've got to start a lot of seeds off because it's March and I'm behind. And yeah, if you like the video, thank you, and stay subscribed for more in the future. Thank you guys. See you next time.